Welcome to the Faster Fluency Conversation Club podcast by Business English with Christina. If you want to be confident speaking English, network with professionals around the world, and practice speaking to become fluent faster, join us. We have 9 conversation sessions every week. Plus, podcast listeners get a 50% discount on the first month of membership with the discount code FFCC50. The link to join is in the show notes. Now, let's go. All right. Hello, and welcome back to the Faster Fluency Conversation Club podcast, the vocabulary episode. So this is the episode that goes with the conversation about team building activities. And Andrew and I are going to go through some vocabulary that you heard and give you some definitions to help you go back and better understand the conversation that you just listened to. Andrew, just to get us started, would you like to just read the list of vocabulary expressions that we're going to go through together?
Yes, if you share them with me.
Oh, right. Sorry. Let me share the screen. Little technical bits, but this is a live recording. So let me... sorry, I see them, but you don't see them. Yay for Zoom, huh? All right. There we go. Do you?
Oh, there we go.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
So can you read those to us, please?
Yes, for sure. To push yourself forward, to get people to switch, office politics, to break the ice, to create rapport, and a patent.
Okay, sounds good. We're going to talk about pronunciation on that last one, because I would say a patent, but accent differences. All right. A patent, a patent, tomato, tomato. Right. All right. So let's see if we just start defining them. To push oneself forward, how would you define that expression?
It means to try to be in front, and often to the detriment of other people. So we have another expression in English, which is to be pushy. Which is the same idea, to be pushy.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So to push yourself forward is you're pushy, right? So this idea of pushing something or others around.
Pushing yourself, in fact. Pushing yourself.
Exactly. Okay. Let's see. I'll define the next one, which is to get people to switch. And I put this one down, not so much for the switch part, but we can talk about that, but for to get people to. And this is a very useful expression, like to get people to do something, because it means basically like to encourage or to persuade someone to do something. So if you get someone maybe to switch their attitude, to change their attitude, if you get people to participate in your team building activity, it's like you encourage them or you persuade them to do something. So to get someone to do something is a very useful structure there. What about office politics? How would you define that?
That's pretty easy, really.
Yeah.
In the office, you've got, business and operations and all the rest of it. And then there's another side about that, which is politics, which is basically human interaction.
Right.
And the clash of the egos.
Exactly.
So office politics is often about the different interests of different people in different departments, the fighting between them to obtain resources, to obtain budgets, etc., and sometimes individual conflicts. Yeah,
right. So all of those things that involve generally ego, personal ambition, personal
resources. The struggle for resources.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Let's see. To break the ice, I will define this one. To break the ice is, I guess we could say, if we use a mental image, like imagine a lake that's frozen and it's got that layer of ice, and you want to get down to the more liquid part, you have to break the ice. And it's like the same thing in relationships with other people. When you meet someone new or you're not comfortable with them, it might be like there's a little bit of ice in between you. And in order to build the relationship, you have to first break that ice so that then you can create rapport, which is the next vocabulary expression. And wasn't that a nice transition?
A funny word.
Yeah.
To create rapport. it's a word that comes from the French,
Yeah.
but it's got a special meaning in English. It means to create good relationships,
Yeah.
to create connections between people.
Right.
It's about connecting, right?
Yeah.
So you create rapport, and when you're team building, that's the idea.
Exactly. Right. And then the final expression, how do you pronounce this one, Andrew?
Patent.
A patent. And I would say a patent.
You're wrong.
No, you're wrong. There's a lot more of us Americans than you British, so we win. No, right. Very interesting, because there are plenty of words that Americans and British pronounce differently. So very, very interesting to play with that. But maybe we can define that word, no matter how we pronounce it. So you talked about you were working in a patent office or patent office. What is a patent?
A patent is basically when you have an invention, and it might be something very banal or something very innovative. Basically, companies have to deposit patents in order to protect the intellectual property. So that's basically, sometimes these departments are not called patent departments, but intellectual property departments. The legal area is called intellectual property. So it's basically to protect ideas. That's the thing.
That's
ideas and designs and
inventions and things like that. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So that was our vocabulary for talking about team building activities. Just to go through them one more time for you: to push oneself forward, to get people to switch, or to get people to do anything; office politics; to break the ice; to create rapport; and a patent or a patent. Okay. Thank you very much, Andrew. And we will see you in Faster Fluency Conversation Club.
Indeed.
Thank you for listening this week. If you want to do more than just listen, and you want to practice speaking vocabulary and get the confidence in English that you need for your career, become a member of the Faster Fluency Conversation Club today. And if you want to try the club, we'll give you a guest invitation to a free first session so that you can see for yourself how awesome this club is. To arrange your guest invitation, email us at contact@christinarubafe.com and just ask. We'll take care of you.